guys, Ross at the out here in Singapore, and you know what? Back on it. Night Out Podcast. You know where you are. I know you know where you are. I really appreciate you guys. I want you to know that though. You guys, so I have been looking at James Lipton and his interviews lately, and I've been looking at it because a friend of mine thought, I should maybe listen in and think about the questions that he asks the people that he interviews. He is great. He has this rapid fire feel to the way he asks questions, but I do feel like they're a little disjointed. But I know he has a purpose for all of these things. He already knows the people's stories inside and out. He's done all the research. He understands, and it works for him because he's pointedly asking so that the audience, his classmate, his class actually gets a real feel for how people are doing things, how people experience life. So I respect it. I really do. I think it's going to be great. I think it's a brilliant way to do things, but I don't know if that's my style. So in the meantime, I'm just paying attention to the things he points out, the things he starts off with, and the things he ends with, and his style in general. But more than that, I am getting sucked into all the interviews. So today I was listening to Robert Downey Jr.'s story, and I thought it was really, really beautiful. I loved what he was talking about, and there was one quote that kind of snapped me out of my reverie. I was like glued to the TV, totally sucked into the, how did he pick out this role, and how did he prepare for that role, and what happened in the, moments of crisis in his life. What was it so difficult? How did these things come to be? Blah, blah, blah. And then suddenly he hit me with a Joseph Campbell quote. Now, you guys know I love Joseph Campbell and all of his work on the hero's journey and how to explain that, and the fact that everybody kind of follows this one path, right? And speaking of paths, the quote was, if you're on a path that's beaten, it's not your path. And I suddenly realized that's where the term off the beaten path comes from. I did not think about it in those terms. And you know me, I try really hard to use quotes. I try really hard to use, real life experiences. And sometimes it hits me differently. And I think I did an episode on this recently, quotes that hit you a little bit differently based on the different times of your life. So I suddenly realized off the beaten path. Okay, I got it, off the beaten path. And I think that this is fascinating, especially for me in my life and my journey, my entrepreneur, my single mom journey, all of that. I thought it was fantastic because if I'm on a path that's already beaten, it's not my path. I need to find my own way in this world. I can't do what everybody else did. I'm not those people. And I know that this is why I even interview people in the first place, because I want so many stories out there. So whoever you are out there looking for inspiration, you're thinking, no, I can't do this because, certain people with this particular background or that particular story or this particular trauma can only do these things. I can't do it. That's why I want to share all these stories. And I want you to realize that you could start from anywhere. You could start with anything or nothing, and you can still get to wherever it is you're meant to be. But you got to fight those battles yourself. You got to slay those dragons. You got to, fight those trolls. You got to, conquer the mountain, whatever you want to call it, whatever that steeple is that you're chasing. Yeah, okay, cliche. But whatever the steeple is that you're chasing, you got to do it for yourself, and you got to do it your way. It's not going to be a situation where it's going to be handed to you. You got to stay prepared for the opportunity to present itself. You got to be ready for whatever comes your way. You got to be prepared to jump into the unknown. Sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes you'll be pushed. And yes, you can struggle against it. You can fight the change that's coming towards you, or you can try and decide, okay, this is going to change. I know it's going to change. What can I control? What can I keep that's still me? What do I have to let go of? I've had so many people that come to me and say, I need to do this. I need this to change. I need to be this person. I don't want to be this person anymore. There's so many things that are hurting me at the moment. I don't know what to do. And I get that. But my number one question is, you want to change, you want to heal, you want to be different. Are you ready to let go of the things that are hurting you though? For me, this whole hero's journey for me has been, I don't see a solution for the problem that I happen to have. I'm going to have to figure it out for myself. I'm going to have to create one. I don't have the money to build a studio and do a podcast. But what do I have? I have a phone that has a voice recorder on it. I have access to social media and Wi-Fi. I have no excuse. I can definitely do any one of a million things if I just apply myself. I've talked about this before as well. Necessity is the mother of invention. If you don't have it already, if you can't buy it for yourself, guess what? You damn sure could build it. You damn sure could use the things you have and become the person you need to be. There have been so many people out there that didn't have professional basketball shoes. I saw a post the other day that this girl actually taped her feet up with band-aids and drew a Nike sign on it and felt good about herself enough to go out there and train to become the fastest sprinter. I mean, come on. If there's a will, there's a way, definitely, right? But more than that, I love this quote that says, if the path you're on is beaten, it's not your path. I'd never considered what that meant before. I didn't really understand. And to be very honest, I think it's magnificent. I think it's mind-blowing. Mostly because it makes me feel better about what I'm doing. No one in my family is an orator that I know of. Okay? No one in my family believes in emotional intelligence the way that I do. I'm the first one in my immediate family to get a master's degree, and I'm proud of that. But I didn't use it the way that I could have, and not for many, many years. I have lived in 5 countries. I have studied 7 different languages. Nothing about my story is common or normal by any means. I have challenged normal at every twist and turn. I've tried my best to be normal, and to be honest, it's been a horrendous journey, but I am doing what I think is best. I am following my own instincts. I am making sure that I am showing up to life every day, and I'm trying not to fight what is. I'm trying to be there and encompass all that I need to. I'm trying to stretch and reach and learn whatever it is that I need to learn in order to conquer what I know that I need to conquer in order to get to that place where I can make a difference. At first, it was all about making money. At first, it was all about, having a cushy life and material wants and needs. And I tried all that, and I had it for a little while, and it wasn't enough, and I was not happy. And so it became more about, well, what am I leaving behind? What will people remember about me? What will be on my epitaph? Okay, yeah, I was being a little morose there. But the point is, I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to make sure the people in my life, they're better than when I found them. I wanted to make sure that whatever it is that I commit myself to, I am there 110% and I'm giving it my all. And if I can't give any more, I learn to replenish somehow, whether it's by myself or from, a third party. But I wanted to be the best that I could be, all that I could be at all times, because it wasn't enough to just skate by anymore. It wasn't enough to just do the bare minimum. I tried the rat race. It almost killed me. I was so disappointed in myself and so disgusted with my life. I didn't have any love to give to the people around me, and that was my fault. I did not realize how much was being sucked out of my life with the work that I was doing, for the people I worked for the life that I was trying to create, for the people whose expectations they were putting on me, all this stuff that was just projected, and I didn't have a say in my own life. So yeah, I'm embracing this. I like this quote because it makes me feel better, damn it. If the path you're on is already beaten, it's not your path. Why? Because you gotta find it for yourself. You gotta figure it out for yourself. You gotta discover what you're truly made of. And this hero's journey, that's exactly what it's designed to do. Push you, stretch you, help you discover what you could truly be. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. I really do. This is really, really exciting to me. But in the meantime, do you. Trust that this path is before you because you are meant to blaze it. I love you guys. I'll catch you again soon. Bye.